Yes guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I want to talk about the new banner format that we have in Dragon Ball Legends on the Rose and Trunks and My banner. And I honestly think this is the worst banner format we've had in the history of the game. It is awful, so we're going to talk about that in this video, and we're going to look back at other banner formats that we've had in the past and how I think they should improve this moving forward. So without further ado, let's get into it.
This is Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black.
This is it, Saiyans. For the sake of our most glorious project, you will die today!
You will have some PvP with the LF Rose on screen, so while I'm ranting about this banner format, you can enjoy that, and let me know what you think about the Trunks and My and the Rose in the comments. But without further ado, let's talk about this banner format, and before that, I do want to go back in time first. I want to do that and talk about the UI Goku banner format, because that I think was the best format that we've had in the game, and that was implemented with the Super Saiyan 4s and Super Baby 2 back in December of 2019, and lasted all the way until the end of November when we got the UI Goku banner, and I think it's the best format that we've had. That had 7 steps, so it was a lot of steps that we had, and when you finished the first rotation you used to go back to the 3rd step, and then you just keep cycling through that from 3 to 7, but the way the banner went was it had 100 crystals for the first step and you'd get 3 characters. The second step was 300 crystals and you get 5 characters, and the rest of the summons you got 10 characters, and the 3rd step cost 700 crystals, the rest of them was the full 1000. Steps 2 and 4 were EX or higher guaranteed summons, and that was very good, of course. Step 5 was the big one. It was the ×2 rates for the new characters. That was incredible and used to get a lot of crazy pulls on those steps, and I don't know why they removed that. And not just that, but the ticket system was fantastic, because you used to get 5 assist tickets for a sparking guaranteed unit in every rotation, and you had on that banner with the sparking guaranteed a 5% chance of pulling the new legendary finish unit and a 15% chance of pulling one of the new featured banner units that wasn't an LF. So it was very good, and it gave a lot of rewards. That is the best format I think we've ever had in the game, and I don't know why they removed it, and I don't know why they took away the ×2 rates, and especially the first 4 steps. That just was really good value. Even if you didn't have crystals or you weren't interested in that unit, you could still summon 2.1k crystals. Was really worth it, because it gave you a guaranteed sparking ticket and gave you 28 characters. That was phenomenal, and that's the biggest change that we are missing right now, along with the ×2 character rate step. After that banner, we got the Broly and Gogeta banners, and they were awful. They changed the setup completely, where the rotation cost 4.5k crystals, there was no free step, there was barely any discounts, only 1 EX or higher guaranteed step, and it was just terrible. Like literally no return, nothing good. It was just really unrewarding. And not just that, but the ticket system was changed, where you got 4 guaranteed sparking tickets in every single rotation, and you might think that's very good. You're getting 4 sparkings every multi on top of the units that you might get in the multi summons. But that was really bad, because the rates for the new units on those tickets was terrible. It was literally the same as what they were on the banner itself. So you were literally pulling the same sparkings, which were the unfeatured ones, all the time on these tickets, and it hasn't changed since. I'm just going to go ahead and say that now. That ticket system is still in place today, and it's awful, and I hear everyone saying that it's good for new players. How is it good for new players? It's not. It's so bad. You might be, getting a few units that you don't have, but they're all pretty much trash. Like, all the featured units are the ones you want to be getting on these banners, and the fact that you can't do that on these tickets is just really bad. I don't know why they have it this way. Then we had the Gohan and the Kidaboo banners, and these were pretty much the same as the Broly and Gogeta banners, but we did have a 6th step that they added on the end of the rotations, so you were getting an extra multi every time you spent the 4,000 crystals on a rotation. So it wasn't too bad, but it still wasn't very rewarding. The ticket system, like I said, was the same, and ultimately it is not very good. And that brings us to the most recent banner that we had in the game, which is the LF Rose Goku Black and the Trunks and My banner. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it, this is the worst banner that we've had in Legends. It's so bad, and when I say the worst banner, I mean the worst step up with the worst rates and the worst, return for what you're actually paying. I think it's really, really bad. They took away the featured unit pool, and I'll never understand why. It's just baffling to me. I don't understand, because when you're pulling on a banner that's a future themed banner, if you're new to the game, you want to be able to build a future team after you've summoned, and you can't do that in this case because there's over 50 units that are sparkings on this banner. And that in itself is ridiculous, and only 6 of them are featured, which are 4 legendary finish units, 5 if you include the Rose, and then the Trunks and Mai, and that is just absurd. You are not going to be pulling many featured units because you have a much higher rate to pull something else. There's only a 2.5 rate to pull a featured unit, and a 7.5 rate to pull an unfeatured unit that you're probably not going to be able to use, because obviously there's going to be some good sparkings in 50 options that you have, but most of the time you're going to be using something that won't synergize with something else that you've pulled, or just something that's going to be completely useless to you anyway. So it's really, really bad. Basically, on a banner like this, you're summoning to get the new units, and anything else is probably going to be useless to you, unless you get something like the red cell, or the green Goku Black, or something like, you know, the LFs that are on the banner. Unless you get something like that, it's not going to be useful for you, and that is really, really bad. I don't know why they did it like this. I'll never understand why they did it like this, but we're just going to have to, I don't know, just accept it, I guess, even though I think it's just terrible, and that's why I'm making this video. And I really want them to change it back to a featured pool. We need featured units, because on the UI Goku banner, for example, the Super Saiyan Blues, for example, I didn't have them at many stars. I think I had the Vegeta at 6 stars and the Goku at 3 stars. And I really, really summoned hard on that banner, and I came out of it with I think it was an 11-star Vegeta and a 10-star Goku or something like that, and that is good. That's really good, because then I could build a future team with those 2 units as main units on that team at high stars. This way you're going to be pulling one unit here, another unit there, and just loads of random sparkings that aren't going to be useful for you. You're not going to be able to build a team, you're not going to have starred up units, and that's what's important in PvP. Stars are important, and this way all you're doing is getting a bunch of random units that are going to be completely useless to you. This is a topic that not many people were talking about, but I just think this video had to be made. I don't know, I can't stand seeing people get shafted constantly, and after seeing my own summons back, I realized how bad they were. Like, they were atrocious. I was pulling Bootanks, the yellow Turles, the green baby Vegeta. My full sparking multi was trash. Like, honestly, it was so bad, and we need to change this banner. I mean, honestly, not this banner obviously, because it's not going to change, but the future ones need to be different. Like, it cannot stay like this. So yeah, that's it for this video pretty much. I do hope you enjoyed it, and it's been a bit of a weird one. I didn't really expect to be making this video a couple of days ago, because I didn't think they'd change the banner. I thought, you know, they'd settled on having a featured pool, on having the 6-step rotation, and having a trash ticket system. I thought that's what they were settling with. It seems like they decided to make things worse, but hey, I mean, yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like this video if you did enjoy it, subscribe if you are new around here for more Dragon Ball Legends content, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.